women runners, which has been slammed on her by World Athletics. And of course, she appealed to the Court of Arbitration for Sport. Initially, she was successful, but then later, the Court of Arbitration for Sport said no, World Athletics were not unfair in their ruling against Caster Semenya. So now she's appealing to the European Court of Human Rights against this restriction. The Super Eagles will fall in Benin Republic. Who is saying this? Abdurazak Omotoisi. He is originally from Nigeria, but he opted to play for Benin Republic. Well, it's not that easy playing for Nigeria. He and Muri Gumbi and so many other Nigerians decided to switch allegiance to Benin Republic, and they play for them. And I recall some years back when Nigeria had to play against Benin Republic, and Razak Omotoisi was interviewed and he was asked, will you, because you are a Nigerian, not score against your country, in quotes? And he said, look, even if I have the opportunity to score 2 goals or a hat-trick, I will score. But unfortunately for him, he didn't score. Nigeria beat Benin Republic 2-1 at the Africa Cup of Nations. That was, I think, in 2008. And then Nigeria went on to also beat Benin Republic in the qualifiers that we just played. That's in the 2020. It was supposed to be 2021, but now 2022 Africa Cup of Nations. But he is saying now that in the reverse fixture, the one that they will play in Benin Republic on the 22nd of March, that the Squirrels will beat the Super Eagles. Tiger Woods, we told you, was involved in an accident. He's on the mend now. Thank God for that. He is in very good hands and he's responding to treatment. What we are getting now, the latest coming out of the United States of America, is that Tiger Woods will not face any criminal charges following the car crash. And you might be wondering, somebody was just involved in a car crash, so why would there be any charges against him? Well, if you were responsible for causing an accident, you get to be sanctioned. But they've said they've done their investigation and they have discovered that Tiger Woods was not driving under the influence of alcohol. They didn't find any drugs in his system. So because of this, no charges will be pressed against him. And sadly, the father of Liverpool goalkeeper Alisson Becker has passed away. Really, really sad. He drowned in a lake in Brazil. So the Liverpool goalkeeper has lost his father. Good evening. Welcome to Sports Fiesta. It is live on 92.7 KFM Benin City. My name is Sali Ibrahim. They call me the Sports Ibracadabra because I do sports presentation and analysis with a touch of magic. Egosa Agbekan, the sports maestro, is also here. Egosa, let's begin with athletics. Olympic 800 meter world champion Caster Semenya, she says that she will appeal to the European Court of Human Rights against the restriction of testosterone levels in female runners. Remember that she is not allowed to compete in events between 400 meters and a mile. That's between 400 meters and 1,500 meters without taking testosterone reduction drugs. And this is because in a 2019 rule change by World Athletics, they decided that athletes that are like Caster Semenya, will get into that shortly, cannot be competing against female athletes. So if Caster Semenya wants to run in the 800 meters, she wants to run in the 1,500 meters, or any race in between these two, she has to take testosterone reducing drugs before the competition. Otherwise, if she insists on running in this distance, then that's what she will do. Otherwise, she can take part in the 100 meters or 200 meters. Anything above that, I think she can also do the 400 meters. But anything, she can't do the 400, 800, and 1,500 meters. She can do the 100 meters and the 200 meters. She can also do 3,000 meters, 5,000 meters, 10,000 meters if she likes. But 400, 800, and 1,500 meters, she cannot run. So she has decided to appeal. Her lawyers in Switzerland, they are going to, they failed in their, they will argue that Switzerland, where the Court of Arbitration for Sports is based, that they failed in its obligations to protect her against the violation of her rights. Remember that Athletics World Governing Body, they brought in a rule which states that athletes with differences of sexual development, DSD for short, they must take medication in order to compete in track events from 400 meters to the mile, or change to another distance, which is what I've mentioned, 100 meters, 200 meters, or 3,000 meters, 5,000 meters, 10,000 meters. So the Court of Arbitration for Sport, they rejected a Caster Semenya challenge against the rule in 2019. The Swiss Supreme Court, they temporarily suspended the ruling before later they reversed it, because they said in a statement that World Athletics did not violate her rights, that they were trying to protect the rights of other athletes who are women. And World the Swiss in a statement after the Swiss ruling, World Athletics, they said, and I'm quoting them now, for the last 5 years, World Athletics has fought for and defended equal rights and opportunities for all women and girls in our sport today and in the future. We therefore welcome today's decision by the Swiss Federal Tribunal to uphold our DSD regulation as a legitimate and proportionate means of protecting the right of all female athletes to participate in our sport on fair and meaningful terms. Then the Swiss Supreme Court, on their part, said fairness in sport is a legitimate concern and forms a central principle of sporting competition. It is one of the pillars on which competition is based. So that is the situation, but Caster Semenya is still trying to fight this. They want to appeal to the European Human Rights Court.
Well, I know that is one area that she does very well. She has won Olympic gold medals in that area, but competing against other women and having that advantage. Yes, I know that's one area where the World Athletics, they are trying to fight in order for everybody to be on the same level. If you are running 800, 1,500, then 400, then you have to take drugs that will reduce, and she does not want to take drugs. So, like I said before, I think if it's right for them to create a response for those who are having the same testosterone levels like Caster Semenya, I don't think there are many. Well, maybe if they create that kind of sport, then you now see people coming out to say, yes, this is kind of the testosterone levels that I have, and I belong to this race. If there is, then I think it will be better. But asking someone to take medication to reduce I think it's really a bit difficult right now. And the lady, though I thought with all these issues here and there, she might just decide to say, okay, I'm calling it quit with athletics. But this is something she loves doing, and she wants to continue to run athletics. Even at some point last year, she said she wanted to run in the 200 meters in Tokyo, the distance for which she would not need to take medication. So, and that is the one that they've asked her to run without medication, 100 meters and 200 meters. If she knows that she can, do very well in 100 and 200 meters, haven't, dominated the 800 or 400 meters, then I think it's better if I were to be Caster, I'll run 100, 200, and also prove to
of course, she's not good in those events, so her specialty is 800, and her fight is, why are you limiting me? I did not cheat. I'm not doping. I was born this way. But other women who compete with her, they're also saying, look, we were born this way. So she has a clear advantage because she has extraordinary levels of testosterone for a woman. It's not like women do not have testosterone, but hers is just too high. And she said, well, all she's open for is for women to run free. But unfortunately, the Court of Arbitration for Sport and the Swiss Supreme Court did not see it that way. And that's why now she's appealing to the European Human Rights Court to see if they can do something about this. So a statement from her lawyers, Norton Rose Fulbright, on Thursday said, whilst the timeline of the application remains to be determined by the court, Caster remains ever hopeful that she will soon be allowed to return to the starting line in the 800 meters at international competition. So that is the situation with Caster Semenya. Let's move on now to golf. Tiger Woods, he's not going to face any criminal charges following that single car crash that he was involved in on Tuesday. It has left him with serious injuries, and he had to undergo hours of surgery. His SUV hit the central reservation, crossed into the opposite lane, and rolled over several times before it plunged off the road and down an embankment or a ditch. So he's recovering after surgery to his fractured leg, we said the lower left leg, and he also shattered his ankle. So the Los Angeles County Sheriff Alex Villanova told reporters that a reckless driving charge has a lot of elements in it. This is purely an accident. So there is no evidence that Tiger Woods was impaired by drugs or alcohol. And then he added that he was not drunk. We can throw that one out. So because of the things that they found, Tiger Woods will not be facing any criminal charges.
Yeah, I think that's right. If you look at it, this is somebody who has been arrested before because of the fact that he had some things. He had his own timeline of the issues he has had before. But I was so surprised, honestly, when the accident happened and when I got to find out that it was involved in this kind of accident, because this is somebody who said about 2, 3, 4 days ago that he's preparing for the Masters. He wants to get ready for the next tournament, and just hoping that he gets fit and all that. But now we are talking about fighting to remain alive, and looking at the way it all happened. Yes, if the Los Angeles County Sheriff, if they have found some certain things in his car that led to that accident, fine. So long as he's alive, maybe after getting himself and all that, he could, face the charges. But now that nothing was found, and the way the accident happened, even Rory McIlroy is saying that we should be happy, we should be grateful that he is alive. And so long as nothing was found that led to that accident, I think there's no point facing any criminal charges. So for me, I think that's just happened on its own. Yes, we've seen cases where accidents happened
but the thing is, Tiger Woods has been involved in accidents in the past, which were his fault. In 2009, for instance, his car crash just outside his house led to admission of infidelity and then the breakdown of his marriage. He took a break from golf to clean himself and everything. Remember that he even lost endorsement deals when this incident happened in 2009. His squeaky clean image, that persona that you have of Tiger Woods, he can't hurt a fly, he's so good and all that, it just disappeared because people got to see that he's human after all. He's got weaknesses. He is also guilty of what many men have been accused of, and also in 2017, this one is even worse. He was arrested on suspicion of driving under the influence of alcohol and drugs. When he was found guilty, he was found asleep at the wheel of his car, and that was early hours of the morning, around 3 a.m. He later pleaded guilty to reckless driving. He had 5 prescription drugs in his system as he recovered from the spinal fusion surgery that ultimately gave him his second golf win career. Of course, he ended an 11-year wait to claim a 15th major title when he won the Masters at Augusta for a 5th time in 2019. And he jointly holds the record for most PGA Tour wins at 82 with Sam Snead, and he is 3 behind Jack Nicklaus, who has 18 major titles. So that is the situation with Tiger Woods. All right, let's go to football now and talk about this player who could have represented Nigeria. His name, Razak Omotoisi. He is a forward for Benin Republic. He says his team will beat the Super Eagles 2-0 in the 2021 Africa Cup of Nations qualifier. The last time the two teams met, Nigeria beat the Squirrels 2-1 at the Gospel Akpabio Stadium in I remember the Eagles had to come from a goal down. And right now, Nigeria is top of Group L, 8 points from the 5 matches that they have played, and Benin Republic are second on 7 points. So if they win, they go above Nigeria. But then, we feel that the Super Eagles will still go on to win this, because they just need 2 points now. They need 2. No, if they get a draw, if Benin Republic are on 7 points, if they get a draw from this, then they go to 8 points. They will still have 1 match remaining. So I think Nigeria, to be absolutely sure, needs, if you beat Benin Republic, then you will have qualified. There is no way they can catch you. So Omoto Esi, in an interview, said, "I believe Benin Republic will win 2-0, but you must tell Mr. Ahmed Musa to prepare the team as a captain." Of course, that's what he's saying. And he says, of course, he hopes to play for a bigger team in Europe. And as I said, in the past, he had been interviewed and he said, look, if I have the opportunity of scoring more than 1 goal, because they were just teasing him, I was like, if you have an opportunity to score a goal against Nigeria, will you do it? He said, if I have an opportunity to score 2 goals or a hat-trick, I will definitely do it. I will score those goals.
Yeah, as a professional player, you have to be confident and optimistic, even if the opponent in front of you is a giant. You cannot just say you are, the underdogs and all that. Sometimes, if they go on to say so, it's just to take play-man games and take off the pressure. But looking at it, yes, I think because of what happened between Nigeria and Sierra Leone in the Togo weather, that gives so many people the opportunity to talk about Nigeria's Super Eagles, how poor they are and all that. Yeah, we understand how things pan out. It was just a loss of concentration in that game that led to Nigeria getting 2 points from 2 games against Sierra Leone. But it's not going to be the same game. Even right now, we have a squad right now that is really, they are willing to ensure that they get this job done on time and go back to their various clubs. And if I want to see, like he rightly said, who is currently playing for J. Cotonou in Benin Republic. But all the same, I think it should be really is positive about beating Nigeria, talking about Benin. But I think if we meet them, we could spare Benin Republic with goals if everything goes according to plan. Because right now the Super Eagles in their various clubs, they are showing out fantastic performances. All we need is for them to replicate those performances, and when they come to play for Nigeria. I think if we are talking about facing Belgium, talking about facing Germany, and all these are coming out of, okay, yes, we could do something against them, not Benin. And sometimes, like we used to say in this part of the world, that it is the world that fed that allowed the goats to climb. If they had won that match convincingly at the Summer Bundesliga, maybe 4-0 and also away from home 1-0, then I think the home base would have been called up to take off all these remaining matches. But notwithstanding, I think the results of the 2 matches against the Lone Stars also opened our eyes to so many things that, yes, if you don't take your chances, it could come back to hurt you, and that is what we are really feeling right now. But come here, their next game against Benin Republic, yes, I know Omoto Esi want to give his countrymen that confidence that, yes, they could do something that Sierra Leone did. But hey, on that day, he's going to lick his wounds, because I know Geno Trump will know what his guys, his players, to even make a single mistake that will lead to go on that day, let alone losing or join against Benin or Lesotho. So for me,
Omoto is 35 this days. I don't know whether he will even make that team that will play against Nigeria, but he's saying that they're going to beat the Super Eagles 2-0.
Yeah, maybe he has seen a couple of players in the Benin Republic squad that could hurt big names, but whether good or bad, I think if Nigeria fail to beat Benin and Lesotho silly, I think I'll be disappointed.
We're already disappointed with the qualifiers, because by now Nigeria ought to have it should have been done and dusted. There are some countries that have already qualified, even with 2 matches to go. Okay, the Super Falcons of Nigeria are back. The media officer of the team, Oluchi Tobes-Chukwu, she said that they arrived on Wednesday. 2 arrival points, one in Lagos and the other in Abuja. The foreign-based players, including coach Randy Waldrum, they left early this morning, that's Thursday, to their various bases from Atalia, and then she's appreciating everybody who was involved in praying for the Super Falcons and ensuring that things went well with them. Okay, before we start taking your calls, let's look at this very sad story. The father of Liverpool Football Club, their first choice goalkeeper, Alisson Becker, fortunately has passed away. We hear that he died in a drowning incident just near his holiday home in the south of Brazil. The elder Becker, who's 57, had been swimming at a dam when the accident happened on Wednesday afternoon. This is coming from Doroteo Machado Filho, a police inspector in the town of Lavras do Sol. No foul play was suspected. Of course, Alisson Becker joined Liverpool in 2018 from Roma, and he was voted FIFA Best Men's Goalkeeper in 2019. His younger brother, Muriel, is a goalkeeper for Brazilian side Fluminense. And Internacional, a club that both brothers played for, they tweeted their condolences. They said, "It is with great sadness that we received the news of Jose Agostinho Becker's death, the father of our ex-goalkeepers Alisson and Muriel." Alisson played for Internacional between 2013 and 2016 before he joined Roma, from where he eventually moved to Anfield. So, parents of two people connected with Liverpool are passing on this year. First, the mother of the coach of the team, Jurgen Klopp, died in Germany. He was unable to go to her burial because of the COVID-19 restrictions. She's died complications from COVID. And then now the father of Alisson Becker, very young, at 57, they're the same age as the father of Khabib Nurmagomedov, who also died as a result of complications from COVID. So Alisson Becker, not the best of times for him. He's not been having a particularly great season, and now losing his father.
It's touching, even if his father is 100 before passing on. It's hot, let alone 57, and really painful. And the two of them right now, though they are goalkeepers and they lost their father, I think this will affect them honestly. And now Liverpool, they are not doing well. It could, though this could also put this aside to continue to do well for Liverpool, because right now, as a professional, yes, they can. There are some certain things that they can, really take, and also go on to do their job without having that feeling. Except once the final whistle is blown, they can go back to the same shade. But once they are on the pitch, then they do their professional stuff. It hurts. I just hope that God will grant the elder Becker eternal rest, and the children, Muriel and Alisson, the first to bear the loss. It's really a touching one, because the same father has been there for them when it comes to advising them on the way to go about their careers and everything. That the fact that he brought them into this world, is enough. Even sometimes when you lose a friend, a close friend, it hurts as if it's a same blood, let alone the father. It's just hope that they'll be able to overcome this and go on with their life. But what they say, it's life. Sometimes it happens. It's either we see people passing on from sleep, some through accidents, but no one is good. But what do we have to do? Life, death is inevitable. It's something that will come, but nobody knows how it's going to come. All we pray for is long life. So I hope that God will comfort them and also help them on now that their parents, their father is no more. And just hope God is the father of all. But this time, join them with their grief. I really sympathize with them because it hurts.
Okay, guys, time for you to be a part of the show. Call us on 070-626-39275 or 090-3939-4427 or 081-2178-9154. Send us a text message on 080-7400-9076. Those are the platforms to reach us on. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening,
yeah, this is Mr. Gordon. Yeah. Thank you very much for such a recognition. Well, I should start from this sad news. My condolences to Alison Becker about the loss of his father, one of the departed, rest in peace. I know it's going to affect him for some time, but I know God will grant him the fortitude to bear the loss. So, having said that, this Kasia Semaya of the team, for me, in my opinion, I think the world seems to be unfair to her because she's a woman. Whatever thing that she got naturally, she shouldn't be victimized for it. Just the truth. Having her testosterone is not her own making. So I think it should be allowed to compete. That's just the truth. So you don't need to be forced to take a dog. And of course, if she doesn't have enough, they will not encourage her to go and take any kind of enhancement in order to have. So I think they are unfair to her. That's just the truth. But with that being said, let me quickly congratulate Man City last match. It seems that they are really ready for everything this season. Because I don't think that they have even lost any. They are still chasing almost all the titles, domestic and non-domestic. That is huge. I really don't know how they're able to do it. Looking at it from Post Capital One or the one they call Carabao Cup, they are there. They to play final against Tottenham. Most definitely they are going to win that one with the way I'm saying it. And they are still in FA Cup. They are, of course, leading the race in that is Premier League, and they are still working stronger in Champions League. And the way I'm even saying it, they will go far. I would have preferred them to even win it this time around because that is what has eluded the Dam club for a very long time. And I think Guardiola is really doing a yeoman job there. So I'm not happy with the Imba performance yesterday. They capitulated towards the end of that game that they ought to have won against River United. Aqua United. But that is probably they attributed it to fatigue and others. It's okay, they have to up their game next time. Kudos to Mama Imakapabo for that draw. It's not easy. I think he has started getting it right. Thank you very much. I do have a blessed evening.
Thank you. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, welcome.
Good evening, Ogai Bayi.
Yeah, you're welcome.
This is Steve calling from Delta State. Ogai, good evening, sir.
Good evening, brother.
I don't know. Please, I want to ask a question. This Steve, how is the situation of his injury?
I don't know, but maybe he will be fit to play against Manchester United because he did not travel. But I know he had started training before the last two games, but he wasn't fit enough to play. So I don't know, maybe he will be fit for the next game.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Okay, I think there is a game going on in the Nigerian National League, Group B2, where Bend Insurance play. FC1 Rocket will be taking on Godoski FC. Then I'm in the Nigerian Professional Football League. There are also some matches. Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening. Welcome.
Good evening.
Yeah, Peter from the.
All right, Peter. Go on.
Yeah, I want to sympathize with Liverpool's goalkeeper who lost his father. My condolences go to the family, and I want him to take heart. Yesterday, one of my friends called me, said that Chelsea fans are celebrating because they have won the first leg of the Champions League now because Chelsea has never beaten Atletico Madrid. So I agree with him.
That's not true. That's not true. That is not true. Chelsea beat they've beaten Atletico Madrid a couple of times, but they've also beat Atletico Madrid at the Wanda Metropolitano Stadium. So it's not true to say Chelsea have never beaten Atletico Madrid.
So just agree with you that we are celebrating as if we have won the Champions League. That because it's the first time that we are going to beat Chelsea, and so I say no problem. But I like the Chelsea fan to celebrate this first leg first. When we get the bridge, we know how to. Thank you very much for this information. Thank you.
Sorry about that. Please keep this calls coming. And of course, we'll have matches in the UEFA Europa League tonight. Hello.
Hello, very fine. Good evening.
Madrid, don't come. Please move away from your radio, please.
Yes, I'm just done. Can you hear me?
We can hear you, but you know the rules now. Please move away from it or turn it down.
I think it is good now.
Yeah, it's okay now.
Okay. Good evening to Mr. Rosa. My condolences to the father of Alison Baker. Saw the news earlier on. I was shocked. That is inevitable. For Chelsea and Real Madrid, I want to say big congratulations. Even with the depleted squad, Real Madrid was able to conquer. I hear somebody said there was a red card. That was one of the arguments which some persons canvassed earlier on, that there was a red card in the match. And I asked, did they not start both sides? Did they not commence the match with level on both sides? If there was a red card, that is what they deserve. But I want to congratulate Real Madrid for scaling past them, knowing that it was an away match. And I want to say big congratulations to Jose Mourinho for being the best coach in the last decade or thereabouts. Because I know some persons have been talking about Alex Ferguson. Yes, he's a respected coach, but he concentrated his eggs in one basket. Unlike Jose Mourinho, who had his eggs in so many baskets, and none of them all of them were safe. And we know the story of Jose Mourinho. He deserves it, and I still think he is the best coach in the world. Not minding what is currently happening in Liverpool, in Tottenham. I feel it's one of those things. And for wardrobe, I believe it's a good start for him. I just pray he's able to maintain this and at least take us to the next level in the World Cup, because that is my interest now. And for our coach, who is lamenting that Victor Osimhen is out, I don't think he should be lamenting, because Victor Osimhen, maybe he will do well in our colors. But in Napoli, what we have been seeing in Napoli is a far cry from what we want Osimhen to do, especially while he was in the former club. We know at this time in league, we know how many goals he scored. So he should not cry. We have a match who can stop scoring. He should be able to make use of these players. Let them score goals for us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mario. Hello.
Hello. It's Jose Mourinho.
Jose Mourinho, welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much. Again, congratulations to Jose Antonio Mourinho. I think we cannot celebrate this enough. In the next 1 week, I'm going to keep saying this. I don't care who does not want me to say this, who is not happy with me. But Jose Mourinho remains the best right now. We are the best. We are the champs. So, congratulations, Jose Mourinho. I know he's listening to me from Tottenham Stadium. So, I want to say Jose Mourinho, and Jose Mourinho. So, I know that with respect to Alex Ferguson, like somebody said, with respect to Arsene Wenger, and with respect to the guy at City, I cannot mention his name for now. They know. So Mourinho came out first. So we didn't do anything about it. As for what the previous caller said about Victor Osimhen, I think the team should try to look at how the previous club used him. Everything they did to create an enabling environment for him is very important. The psychology, everything. And I heard Osimhen's younger brother, the elder brother, came out to say that the Italian team are not using him well. They are not giving him the ball. They are not playing for him, although Osimhen said his brother is not him. But to some extent, he was right. If you buy something expensive, you should use it well. So Napoli should try to use him to get the best out of him, psychologically, physically. I know I wanted to lay this complaint some time ago. It's like I don't know how you will see it, but they are not playing for this guy. It's like they say, okay, if you are bought for 100 million, so what, or for 80 million, so what. Although they are playing together, but they're not playing together. Everybody for himself. It's not so. When you have a top striker, you should play for him so that the team can win. This is my point. So Jose Mourinho, Jose. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Hello.
Mourinho, may go backward. Don't try. Just and before on the top part of the match. All the same, he has to work on the Tottenham. He's not doing well now. That's just the truth. complaining here and there. Let's come to Arsenal. You see, the match today is going to be very cagey. I don't know.
God in the demo there, although we know you, but you're supposed to introduce yourself. The way you just pick your comment.
Sorry, I thought that you have already know. I'm Mr. Godin Idemo. They are calling from Ozoro for the second time. Sorry for that. So, what I was trying to say, I'm looking at the map between Arsenal and Benfica. It's going to be a caging game because the Arsenal farmers think that they are going to have an easy run over Benfica. It's not going to come easy because what I saw away from home that day was a very difficult game for Arsenal. And Arsenal have not really been too fantastic at home as well. So they just have to be worried of that match. Otherwise, it will go either way. And that will be very catastrophic for them once again. Looking at Ajax and Lille, Metropole and others, I don't know where the pendulum will swing in that encounter. But I think the both things seem to have equal strength. But I think I will still give it to Ajax if you ask me. But one thing that seems to be interesting me the most has to do with Villarreal, where Tuchel is the class is straight. But then, I know that he's injured, though he has returned, but I don't know whether he will be part of the game today. They are really doing fantastically well. They hardly lose games these days. I'm very quite happy with them. And of course, Leicester City, I do not know what happened. They are not supposed to be having difficulties in running over this Slavia. But then, he ended goalless in the first leg. And this, of course, they are home now. They should be able to fight their own and get the better of Slavia. Otherwise, they will be licking their wounds also. Man United, they are done adjusted. Of course, I don't need to really talk more about that. I think Man U fans should be celebrating already. Thank you very much, Ibrahim. And of course, let me tell better assurance to up their game. They just have to up their game. We can't continue to remain where we are now. We are more than where we are now. Thank you.
Thank you. They complain about the pitch, but hello.
Hello, my children.
Mr. Philip Otobo, welcome.
Yeah, my good evening. I didn't start following the discussion, so I just get crashing now. I just quickly want to ask one question that may cover two. The result of Bega Insurance game and the sister team.
And the what?
The sister team, that's the Queen.
Oh, Edo Queens, okay.
Yeah,
Edo Queens won 1-0, Bendel Insurance lost 1-0.
We see what I was the proof for the reason. We want them to take a new game seriously so that we can progress this season. We are tired of remaining where we are. And yeah, somebody lost the father also. So we are sorry for that.
That's the goalkeeper from Liverpool.
Oh, I hope that will. It's number 1 or number 2. I hope
the number 1 goalkeeper, Alisson Becker.
I hope that one will not affect that. They don't Liverpool for now. I don't know what is going on, but we pray that they come. Osewa Samuel. We are not hearing him more. What is he with us?
Sorry?
Osewa Samuel.
Yeah. Osewa Samuel, yeah. He is. He comes once in a while and sends messages. He's not in Benin City anymore, so... No wonder. All right, man. You're tired of the program. I love the program. God bless you guys. God bless you too, sir. Can we get an update of the match that's going on now? The matches that are going on in the Nigerian Professional Football League. You can call us on 070-626-39275 or 090-3939-4427 or 081-21-789154. Hello. Please stand up. Dan Chelsea, welcome.
Master, good evening.
Good evening, Dan.
First of all, let me console the family of Alisson Becker, goalkeeper of Man City. Liverpool, sorry. It's a very sad one. Even the father is a young man, 7, is very, very young. I don't want to very big sorry to family. And for Chelsea, I think the good one for them, meaning at least know that the second leg is not going to be easy fight for Chelsea because everything will come all are just the same and all things forever. But I see Chelsea winning that match. I win
Hello.
Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, welcome.
This is I'm calling from Wakanda.
Okay.
Please, I want to ask one thing.
Just move away from your radio, please.
Sorry, I found it off now.
Okay, go on.
Well, for instance, now, like if Man United, hello.
We can hear you.
If Man United finish second, then maybe let me say Arsenal finish 5th or 7th and they win Europa. Between the two of them, which one have the most successful?
It depends. That's it's relative. In the English Premier League, of course, Manchester United will have had the more successful season. But in Europe, assuming, well, if Arsenal wins the Europa League, then it means that Manchester United did not win it, because Manchester United are playing right now in the Europa. So it will mean that in Europe, Arsenal were more successful, but domestically, Manchester United were more successful. But if you are asking which is a bigger competition in terms of finishing second in the English Premier League and winning the Europa League, then you have to look at the prize money that you get for finishing second in the English Premier League. So that way you will say Manchester United is more successful because you earn more for finishing second in the EPL than winning the Europa League. Okay, so it's relative depending on what you want. A club could even finish. Arsenal right now are 11th on the table. So let's say they finish 9th on the table. It's not what their fans want. They finish 9th on the table, then they go on to win the Europa League. So you see, mainly the target will be, okay, let us make top 4. But because they won the Europa League, it doesn't matter. Top 4 does not matter because they've qualified for the Champions League. But will they say it was a very successful season, finishing 9th in the Premier League? They will not want that. I believe for the English teams, they prefer. I heard Ashley Cole say one. I heard him once say that he prefers winning the English Premier League to winning the Champions League. Hello. Good evening.
Hello. Good evening.
Yes.
Good evening, Mr. Good evening, Mr.
Good evening, my brother. You're welcome.
It's good on the line.
Welcome. Go on.
Congratulations to the team that were yesterday. Real Madrid, they tried upon all their Chelsea players are injured. They were still able to beat Atalanta. They did very well. And Mr. Bayern is Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods?
How is he now?
Well, they've stabilized him. He is recovering. They said they had to use some metals and pins and everything to treat his leg. You know, so he underwent surgery, and we hope that he will make a full recovery.
We hope so. Just really could recover. And for today's game, United Arsenal should try and get a better performance. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Okay, we've got some messages here. You can keep these calls coming, but we'll soon be looking at the messages. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening. Good evening. Welcome.
This is Michael, calling from Mujogi.
Okay, Michael, go on.
Yes, I want to ask, when is the African Nations Cup qualifier?
Nigeria's match is on the 22nd against Benin Republic. Then on the 30th, we'll play Lesotho. Benin Republic away, Lesotho at home.
Okay, no problem. Thank you very much.
All right. Okay, let's look at the text messages now. Quite a few of them here. Good evening, KUFM. Taking a day off in that match against Southampton has really made Chelsea players sit up. Chooks from Agbo Road. Really, you think so? Hello.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Welcome.
This is from Urua.
Okay.
Also, has his injuries in Real Madrid?
Eden Hazard, is he still injured? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't play yesterday, so I believe he's still out injured. He's not played in recent games.
Okay, I want to congratulate Chelsea for winning Atletico Madrid.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. Okay, Ibrahim, I think your answer to my question about an English coach winning the FA Cup. Sorry. Okay, Ibrahim, I think your answer to my question yesterday about an English coach winning the EPL is no. Okay. I don't understand. You just said NO, then 3 dots. I don't know what you're saying here. What about the FA Cup and any other trophy anywhere in the world apart from 1966 World Cup? I'm tired of the hyping of English coaches that are not better than MPFL coaches. MC Eddie from Sapele. MC Eddie, look, this kind of question, I think you can just Google them instead of asking us, you know. But I readily remember for the FA Cup. For the FA Cup, in 1995, Joe Royo, the manager of Everton that had Daniel Amokachi, he was English. He's an English manager. So an English manager won it in 2005. And I remember also, I think this will be the last English manager to win it. In 2008, incidentally, he had another Nigerian in his squad. In fact, he had 2 Nigerians in his squad, John Utaka and Kanu Wanko. Portsmouth, Harry Redknapp is English, and he won the FA Cup in 2008. That's the last time that I can remember, as I'm sitting here now, that an English manager won it. And if you're talking about English managers winning trophies, I think the one that would easily come to mind would be someone that is much beloved, although unfortunately we lost him many years ago. In fact, even Jose Mourinho was a protege of this coach. We are talking about the great Bobby Robson. Yeah, he managed Barcelona. He managed PSV Eindhoven, so he won trophies. Not just in the. I mean, he proved that an English managers could really succeed. But please, I'll prefer if you ask us questions that have to do with this question that you can find out answers to for yourself. Good evening, sirs. Please, I wanted to ask if Manchester United are in the FA Cup. Alex. Okay, Alex, yeah, they are still in the FA Cup. They will be playing, I think, Leicester City in the quarterfinal. Yeah, Manchester United are still in the FA Cup. Manchester City also there. Dear sports gurus, the long-time program to recruit quality players for Bendel Insurance FC is for the Edo State government to revive the Headmasters Cup at the primary school level and the Principal Cup at secondary school level. It was from these competitions Bendel Insurance FC, New Nigerian Bank, Bendel Textile FC, Asaba, McDermott FC, Warri, etc. got natural and quality players in the past. When the player is in SS3, he must have been playing active football for 10 years from Bamwen in Benin. Okay, well, there are some other competitions, local competitions that are on. Some I have been involved in the organizing, and I see quality young players in secondary schools, like the Okonofa football competition. Good evening, I am John Nambur from Jos. Up the Blues, Giroud proved what an intelligent and talented player he is. So with Thomas Tuchel, Chelsea must win second leg. Okay. Good evening, sportsmen. My name is Paul from Ramat. Any transfer rumor for Barcelona? Not a very big one. I'm not aware of any recently. Mr. Ibracadabra, Chelsea and Man U, who is going to take the day? For me, I give it to Chelsea. Follow your own now. Why they ask me? You've already given it to Chelsea. Why do you need my opinion? Good PM Sports Vegetables. To me, the way the Champions League was played was not too good, but a win is a win. And as for Manchester United, let's see what they will do this time. Chelsea owner from Upper Mission. Good evening, sportsmen. Thank God Tiger Woods is alive. Speedy recovery to him in Jesus' name. Amen. My condolences to Alison Becker on the death of his father, Evelyn from Upper Sakbomba. Okay, those are the messages. We'll go on this quick break, then we'll be back to round up the show.
Hello, business owners and service providers. Your station of choice, KUFM 92.7 Benin City, is out with another bumper offer. Introducing KU Awoof Market. We are giving huge discounts on adverts at specific times of the day. That means you don't have any reason not to let the world know about your products and services. Cause no matter the size of your pocket, KUFM has got you covered. For inquiries, please call 0703 805 0243 or 0807 401 4147. Hurry now and take advantage of this wonderful offer to advertise your goods and services on KUFM at mouth-watering discounts. KU Awoof Market gives you massive exposure with the station's wide reach across its terrestrial and online platforms at lower rates. KUFM, your business growth partner.
Charles Osazuwa is my name. 2021 International School of Ministry. Are you a pastor, an apostle, a prophet, evangelist, church leader, church worker, captain of industry? I want you to join me on the 4th of March, on the 5th of March. This is very important. Time is 8 a.m. Arrangements have been made for accommodation to make sure that this year's International School of Ministry is worth the while. The theme is realignment. A lot of things have changed. Time have changed. Syllabus has changed. Now I have with me Pastor Itwa Igodalo of the Trinity Church. I have Godman of Elevation Church, Reverend Jerry Eze, Reverend Yemi Davis. These are all great servants of God and many more that are going to be taking topics by topic, subject by subject. We are going to be converging at the City of David, Saplero, Kilometer 10, Rock of Ages Christian Assembly International. I believe God in 2021 International School of Ministry. A word will come that will change the course of your human life. God bless you.
All right, welcome back to Sports Fiesta. It is live on 92.7 KFM Benin City. We are on the home straight. So let's just look at what's happening in the Nigerian Professional Football League.
In the NPFL matches, we have 3 matches for today, and the first half has ended. Noah United and Lobby Stars still goalless. Atland SC of Owerri trailing 1-0 to Dakada SC. Then Katsina United at home are still goalless against the MFM FC.
Okay, those are the matches. I'll take okay, thought it will be our last call for the day. So let's see if we can take one more call before we leave. 07062639275. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening. It's coming from the camera room.
All right, Osas, go on.
I love your program.
Oh, thank you.
It's a very beautiful sports program.
Thank you, Osas. We appreciate it.
I have to thank every people. Even the dance stadium. The stadium it looks beautiful.
Can you please say that again?
I say I want to thank the
Okay.
For the
okay, the Sabele Stadium. Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah, it is. I've been there.
I watched the match yesterday to play a Kogi Complex. That match was it was a terrible match and it was a good match. Yes, I'm at Edesi and the found of Edesi.
Thank you. Continue to be their fan. I continue to give them their.
Yes, I'm still Liverpool fan. Which day will Liverpool have their match?
Liverpool, their next game.
Yes.
That should be this weekend. Just give me a second and I'll tell you that.